Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I created prints using cardboard, right? Very easy process, very inexpensive as well, and you're going to love this. So come along and let's get started. Okay, so first things first, this is the cardboard plate that I created, and I just took a regular piece of cardboard. Some cardboards are thicker than others, so basically there's a thin sheet of paper covering these layers, and from this plate you can see a little better. There's a ridge here that the paper sits on. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw your image on the cardboard like I did here, and you're going to cut away at the sides and remove all the negative space. But this is the plate, and it did take a while to cut away all this area, just like a lino plate would do, but we're using cardboard, so you have to be a little bit more sensitive because it's a little bit more delicate. And these are the prints that I made. As you could see, it has some texture from the lines of the cardboard, and I think they came out pretty nice. So you can get a very, very good result using this process. This one came out a little bit lighter, so I'm going to go back with some black paint and cover up some of these areas. But like I said, you can get really, really good results from using this process. Now, what I'm going to show you is how I actually did it. So, and it's real easy. What you're going to do is you're going to find yourself a nice, fairly thick piece of cardboard, not thin. You want a thick piece of cardboard, and you're going to find the surface that is fairly smooth, right? And basically you're going to draw your image on the surface. So I'm just going to draw some simple shapes so you can understand and see where I'm coming from. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take an X-Acto knife. Now I had mine sitting on the table. Well, here it is. You're going to take an X-Acto knife, and please be careful when you're using an X-Acto knife. They're very, very sharp. And you're going to cut into the surface. But you want to be careful. You don't want to cut all the way through. You just want to cut deep enough so that you feel it hitting the bottom. Right? So I'm following along this edge, and I'm cutting along the lines that I drew. Now, like I said, this process does take a while, so take your time with it. And it's just like if you were cutting on a lino plate or a foam surface, same principle. You're creating positive and negative space. Okay, so we have those areas cut out. And what you're going to do is you're going to peel away this surface, this paper surface, right? Okay, so we have a simple plate cut. What we're going to do now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to roll some ink over this so that you can see how the plate works. So we're going to take just any flat surface will do. I use this plexiglass, and I'm going to use this block printing ink because you get a nice black impression. And I'm just going to take a little bit, not much, and put it right on the plate, right? You want to take your brayer, roll it out. Use your judgment. You might want to use a little bit more, but you don't need a lot. Okay, I think that will do. And we'll take I'm going to use this white copy paper, and we're going to take some of this ink and roll it right on our plate. Don't worry if you get ink on the bottom part of your plate, it's okay. Sometimes you want some of that texture, that nice effect. All right, so I think this is inked up pretty nicely. Let's move this to the side and let's make an impression. Put this right down on the plate. And I'm going to take this plastic spoon. Of course, got it from the dollar store. I'm into cheap materials, so you don't need to go spend a whole bunch of money on stuff, you know? If you got it in your house, use it. You can even use the tops of paint caps. This was the top of this ink cap, so you can even use that. Whatever works for you, folks. And let's see if we got a good impression. Yeah, not bad, right? And you got a little texture in there. And this is a great technique if you want to use it for collage papers. It's so intuitive and fun. This is another print. This one I left like the corrugated pattern instead of peeling it up. So let me show you what that looks like. Again, let's put some more ink on here so you can see what that looks like. You want to roll it on there generously. All right, we'll put that to the side. All right, let's see what this looks like. Again, give it a nice burnish. You can even use top of a jar or something. Or even whatever works for you, folks. Use what works for you. And let's see if we have a good impression here. Yeah, very nice. Nice black impression. And I love the fact that the lines are showing up. And you can see if there's more ink on here. You can even do it this way as well. Yeah. And I'm sure if I had more ink on there, I did a heavier version. But that's how you do a cardboard lino plate. It's a very, very simple process. And not only a simple process, it's very fun. And of course, it's economical too. Lino plates can be very pricey, but you can get cardboard from anywhere. I'm sure you have it laying around your house. So try this out, see if it works for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. I love you all. Yahweh bless, and I will talk to you all again soon.